Because you can have a lot of prospects that you're talking to, but how do you convince them? How
Welcome back to Roundtable with Finebricks. This is where we explore the latest trend and we take a deep dive into the world of real estate and investment. So today we have a very special guest joining us today. I am pleased to introduce to you Realtor Temitope Ike. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. How was the trip down here, ma?
Ah, Patricia, thank you very much for having me on your program. I'm really glad and happy to be here today, and it was a pleasant journey down here.
Ma, what are the biggest challenges you face as a realtor?
Hmm. Being a realtor is not an easy thing. It doesn't come easy. Like they say, nothing good comes easy. And now I think I'll discuss on probably three or four for me. So number one of my biggest challenge is breaking through the market. Over 50,000 realtors out there. We all selling the same products. We all going to almost the same clients. So how do you pitch your product to your clients? Because as you are talking to a client, another person is talking to that client, and at the end of the day, the client will have to choose from one person. Number two is closing a deal. After getting the client, someone that is ready, willing to probably drop a thousands of naira or millions of naira, they want to be sure they are closing a good deal. They want to be sure they are putting their money where there is value, where they can get good return on investment. So how do you close that deal with that client is another bigger challenge. So you have to do your own work. If possible, go for trainings, because you can have a lot of prospects that you are talking to, but how do you convince them? How do you convert them to be your clients? How do you make them buy from you? At times, we as realtor, we are like intermediary between the developer and the clients. So at times, there are a lot of situations that might arise. For instance, let's say a client is doing an off-plan payment plan, and along the line, an issue arises. He couldn't meet up with the payments, and the company will like, oh, we're going to refund or we're going to cancel the deal. Your client might be like, you're not doing the best for them, helping to convince the developer. At the same time, the developer will be like, oh, since it's going higher in the market, materials, cost of materials, cement, everything is going up. You as a realtor, you need to leave your comfort zone. You can't be all relaxed, all deck up like, oh, okay, it's just business as usual. No, being a realtor takes a lot. You have to leave your comfort zone. You have to think outside the box, because you are not the only one doing this business.
There's more to being a realtor than just closing deals.
A whole lot.
There's a whole lot of things that are attached. So, ma, what would you advise your younger self starting out as a realtor?
If I'm to advise my younger self starting out as a realtor in this business, number one is building network. You as a realtor, you have to build a certain network, because without network you can't be there. You have to be visible. You tell one person, tell another person, you bring this person into the business, because you can't know everybody. If I know Mr. A, somebody else will know Mr. B. So you cannot say, oh, I've sold to Mr. A, and you relax. You have to build a social media platform for yourself. You have to put your product out there. So product knowledge is very important in this business. You must know what you're selling. What you don't know, you cannot sell. I'll tell my younger self, you must equip yourself. You must look good. You cannot be selling something million naira products and you are looking 5 kobo. Not possible. No, seriously speaking, it's not possible. You need to look good. You need to dress well. Your shoes, everything must be on point. You cannot be looking shabby and you want to sell a product to someone that wants to put their million. They'll be like, I hope it's not that this person wants to scam me. when you're trying to pitch a product to somebody, when you're trying to sell to someone or market, be sure that there are people that can afford your product. I'm not saying you should overlook anybody or look down on anyone, but at the same time, you cannot have a product going for 100 million and you are talking to someone that cannot even afford 1 million.
So I would like to say a very big thank you to Realtor Temitope Ike for taking out time to join us today and sharing with us her insights and expertise. It has been a pleasure having you here with us, Ma.
Thank you very much.
We draw the curtain here on Roundtable with Finebricks episode 2. We thank you to all our listeners for tuning in, and we will see you in the next episode. Thank you.